is, and here's a good example right here. If our legal fees are $30,000, okay, and it puts in position where we can generate $300,000, okay, safely put that, okay, would you make that investment? Put up 30,000 to make 300,000? Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're looking at the future. We're not just looking at tomorrow or last week.
Mike, we can't hear you over people talking.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry about that. Okay, I do explain a lot of this in the website, so I would join it and read it. There's a lot of links in there to read different things. And I do update it as much as I can. I have to go back and update some of the forms and things in there, so I'm constantly doing a little bit of that. Yes?
Can you give us the website, please, because I don't have it, I'm not.
Michael.
Yes.
I want to announce something about Comcast.
Yeah, the website is holidaycity@berkeley.com. One word, holidaycity@berkeley.com.
And that is the 18th, because a lot of people were asking me that at the pool. When you go in Holiday City at Berkeley, you have to put 18, not the outside. Holiday City at 18berkeley.com.
Yeah, one big word.
Word at.
It is posted in the bulletin boards in this clubhouse and in the other clubhouse. Okay, where you can just take a picture. Yeah.
Also, Comcast has to negotiate a contract every so many years with the township. And they're ready to redo it again in October of this year. The township will do a contract with Comcast allowing them to come in here. We were asking them, we need to ask them to give us a lower rate because of senior citizens. Every one of you that can get a letter to the council saying that you're requesting that they negotiate the Comcast contract with allowing a discount for seniors would help. I think everybody that could get a letter there or get a hold of one of the council people and tell them you understand they have to renegotiate that contract and try to get them to give us a lower rate. There's other towns that negotiate contracts and they get lower rates for their seniors. That's what we need to do. And when I spoke to Comcast about it, they said the only thing they do is if it's an apartment building, they'll give the apartment owner a rate and then each tenant less. But you have to do it with the township who has to give them the rights to come in here to do their work. They're the ones that have the power to say, listen, we're gonna do this, but we want you to give our seniors a discounted rate.
We hope.
Yes, any one of the council people, they can get, if you can get petitions or people, the more people that are interested, the better. Just like Verizon now, you can negotiate with Verizon. You can't do that with Comcast. But that's why the council has to do it with Comcast. They have to say, we're gonna let you come in here with the understanding you're gonna give discounted rates to our seniors. And that's,
hope.
anything's better than nothing.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Nancy Denny. I feel very sorry for the residents here that had no power last week for a whole day. Okay, now, it was my understanding that we had a generator for this building, so that in case of an emergency, people could cool off here, plug in their chargers for their phones. Where is this generator and what happened?
The generator was donated by the township to us to be like a service station. Okay, the problem is the generator that was supplied is not big enough to run air conditioning. Okay, and anybody with a home generator will know that when you need to use that home generator, it's for emergency pieces, your refrigerator, your electric here and there. It's not to run the whole house. It'd be the generator, we would need 4 of them and still probably wouldn't be big enough. So that is the problem. We did contact the mayor and he said he was going to look into it. But just like many other things we've been contacting the township about, they all say, well, yeah, we're gonna look into it, but we never hear back from them. Okay, so that's where we're stuck. They donated it. He said he's gonna look into it. We did talk to the, not me, but the maintenance crew, Shannon, actually talked to the electrician who hooked that up and said it is not big enough, and it was not in the contract when they redid this clubhouse to hook it up. And that's why it's not hooked up.
Michael, I want to talk about the deal.
Yeah.
As well as the town, as Michael was saying, we've contacted the town. We did because the coalition that was trying to get together to control over the deer, we were trying to get a meeting to get them to come here and explain to you that they're not going to be hunters shooting in the bushes, to try to explain to people what is available to us. And we've been waiting and waiting for them to get back. The wildlife, the police, they all said they were going to get together with us, and we're still waiting to hear back from them. We haven't heard nothing. So we keep hounding them, that we're trying to make some decisions here as to what we're going to do and what we can do, and we're waiting to hear from them.
They'll be here when it's time.
So we haven't forgotten about the deer, we haven't forgotten about the people that are angry about it, and we are trying to find out. We want them to explain to you just what's available and what's not available.
Joseph Berthium, Mike, I was saying, I apologize, but we couldn't hear you over people
Okay,
talking, so.
What do you need to know? Yeah.
Just saying, I'm sorry.
Okay.
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 Anybody else?
Any other great subjects?
Hi. I just heard, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but, excuse me, we're not allowed to talk to maintenance people. I couldn't believe this. They said, oh, you're not allowed to talk to.
That was last year and prior years. We knocked that out the day we took office.
Because, no,
They're great people.
We're all friendly people here. We're
Yeah.
all one
I know.
community. Now they're
I know.
saying, but you can't talk to that guy.
No.
What do you mean? I just want to say hello. How are you?
No, what we don't want is if you need something from a maintenance person to ask them, can you do this or why are you doing that? That type of question
Has to come through the office.
has to go through the office, okay? And they understand that, but prior years, they weren't even allowed to talk to the share owners, which I thought was deplorable. So we removed that restriction the first day that we came in here. They're great people, they're willing to help, they're dedicated to their jobs, and like you just said, we're good people and they're good people, so we should all work together.
Right.
Yeah, it's full time.
Anybody else?
No, it's
Anybody
full
else?
time.
Good? Full time?
It's Miller time.
Make a motion.
No, not yet.
Can I get a motion to adjourn? Yes, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
What did she hear now?
I don't know what you want to call that thing where the bad shekel is, that,
Gazebo.
no.
The hut?
Little huts, you ever smoke and
Yeah.
socialize. Michael, please. They stopped us from smoking on there a couple of years ago, before you guys got involved, because the kids were coming down to the pool from 12 to 3, and they claimed that the smoke was going to the children. We're talking, I know it's not good, I know I have health issues, a lot of people are healthy, but we smoke.
In the gazebo?
Thing is, Mike, how many people go on that little thing? Maybe 3 people that socialize, have a smoke, and then go back to the pool.
What thing?
And if you can't smoke on here, what is the purpose of that?
She's talking about the deck that they made for smoking.
Where's her deck?
I would think if there's an ashtray there, I guess it's an area you can smoke, and if there's an ashtray there, you should stay in the area of the ashtray and have a cigarette.
No.
I understand what,
You know what, we're gonna go on.
There was no problem with that. They built it for us. You got 3 people maybe that go there to smoke, and then you go in the pool. We don't sit there to socialize. You want us to walk, and I say a mile, because it's a mile for me, because I have a lot of health issues and I'm a lot of
Everybody else.
Unfortunately, we smoke. It's a bad habit, and it is what it is. Like, are you gonna make us keep walking?
Okay, she doesn't want to walk, she wants to stay there and not go
We
there.
gotta walk the
Not
parking
on the
lot.
gazebo.
That's not your
Oh, I
problem.
get it.
But come on, we built that, what, 5 years ago, maybe? That's like a deck.
yeah, I think that the state kind of dictated the rules on the smoking.
Smoking, yeah.
And, you know, everybody kind of followed along with it. Listen, I don't object to people smoking on that deck, but nobody did, and nobody does. So I recommended that we just take the deck and get it out of there. We can use the wood for other things, okay, and make that part of the pool area,
And if
Okay.
they want, we'll look into
Well,
smoke.
I know the smoking area is a tough thing. You're not gonna get it. You're not allowed to smoke on the beach anymore, nowhere.
No, that's
You can't
true.
smoke on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Everything that we pay, Mike, that's not fair. It's really not fair. I'm being very honest with you. If there's 3 people there, I'm telling you, I'll have a cigarette and then you leave.
Yeah.
Well, it's not fair to the other 80 people that have to smell the smoke either. I mean, you know, there's a lot of places where you can't smoke.
When we smoke, it doesn't go.
I understand, but you know what? You're beat.
Well, people don't want it, and people do want it, so you can sign up.
Take the deck down.
Well, that's what Michael just said, he's gonna take the deck out.
Not being nice to people that really are here to
Smokers should have a right.
Yeah, they
I'm an ex-smoker, but
Me
the
too.
smokers should have a right.
Right,
I believe it.
and you don't want me to call the Board of Health and find out the rules and
Well,
regulations?
there is an ashtray out in front of the building.
1 second.
That's where you can go.
We're gonna call the Board of Health to find out the regulation and see what they say.
The gazebos are set up for smoking. That's what they are. They're
But
gazebos.
what she's saying is.
Okay,
she
I
doesn't-
believe that, listen, I'm an ex-smoker. I smoked my whole life and I haven't smoked in the past, 10, 15 years. And smelling smoke doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of attracted to smoke. But, the state regulated a lot of things and there's nothing we can do there.
Mike,
Yeah.
the state say we can't smoke on that?
That's what we'll do.
No,
We'll
I think
put it out.
the last board determined no smoking. I think there was a lot of complaints about the smoke blowing or whatever.
We'll call the state.
I think that, here's a nice solution that, because I come up with these crazy ideas. You ever see those big house fans? You hook them up by the pool, and you point the fan blowing out towards the parking lot, and the people can smoke at the table, and all the smoke is going that way. There's no way it's going towards the pool. Okay, so that's just an
Nobody's gonna
idea.
be able to smoke by the pool.
We're not asking to smoke by the
Nobody wants to smoke by the pool. They want to smoke on the deck that was made for smoking.
I understand that, well, you know what? Let's
But
call the Board.
But what they're saying is that,
determination, but otherwise they're gonna put a mile.
Right.
Oh, our time, we know I'm wrong.
I know, here we go again.
A mile.
Smoking.
I mean, come on.
I don't know, I don't think the cigarette would be that important to me to walk a mile. I did smoke, very bad.
Listen to a cough.
Just give it to us until the end of the summer, until you decide what you want to do.
Well, I think what we should come to is if there's an ashtray there, that means you're allowed to smoke
Well,
there.
I'll put an ashtray there.
So maybe we'll put an ashtray someplace near the curb or outside the gates.
You know what? I'll call the Board of Health.
Whatever, I'll take it tomorrow.
Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, second? Second, okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah, and I didn't even record most of it.